Hello everyone, and welcome to the introduction of my last subunit. That might seem like a bold claim, but at this point I just don't see myself making more subunits after this. I'm very happy with the fan subunits that I have for Aqua, Muse, Nijigasaki, and Liella. The best possible subunits I can think of for Hasuna Sora are the original duo subunits, and I think Bluebird will have to move off of Twitter for me to develop an interest in them, which staff doesn't seem to be in a hurry to do. So at least for the foreseeable future, unless something major changes, this will be my last subunit, and I can definitely say with 100% confidence that this is my last Aqua subunit. I'm sure most of you already know who makes up this subunit, as I think it's very obvious who my most favorite Aqua duo ever is. This video is really more about me making them an official unit, as it occurred to me that I'd be pretty mad at myself if anyone else ever claimed them as a subunit instead. So while that part of it isn't much of a surprise, I did go through the trouble of thinking up a name and subunit concept for them, so please stay with me as I introduce you to that side of it. And with that, let's get going! As I mentioned, this is a duo subunit, and it is, of course, comprised of Chika Takami and Riko Sakurauchi. I love these two girls together so much for a variety of reasons. Regardless of whether you ship them together or you think they're just really good friends, they are amazing together, and I think their voices complement each other perfectly. They have very different ways of singing, but manage to blend together flawlessly in a way that is just so pleasing to my ears. I don't think I'll ever get tired of them being together. They of course already have some canon senders together, like Kimi no Kokoro wa Kagayaiteru Kai and Brightest Melody, and also Smile Smile Ship Start if you believe Love Live All-Stars, which I'm not really sure that I do. They also potentially center Sakura Saku Kokoro Saku, although I personally think that Sakura Saku Kokoro Saku is just a Riko center. But as with all things Love Live, it's up for debate until staff says otherwise. So because these two have such a wide variety of canon songs together, I think they would be capable of doing even more. For their mock debut album, I chose to use love songs, and specifically duo love songs, because I think it's easier to envision a duo subunit singing duo songs. And it meant I got to revisit some of the excellent duo songs in Love Live. So I think for their first album together, we might feature songs such as Garasu no Hana Zono, Storm and Lover, Koko Haku Biori Des, and Amanemi Heart. I realized that I ultimately ended up picking all Muse duo songs for their first album, but that's largely because I think Muse in particular has a lot of amazing duo songs. Their subunit name will be Korameyu. I thought very long and very hard on this name, and it ended up being a combination of words. The first, Kora, comes from the word coral, which is the shade of pinkish orange you get when you combine Chika's and Riko's image colors together. This is also their subunit image color. The second word, Meyu, comes from the flower Hameyu. This is a lily flower that is found in Numazu. It typically blooms in the early summer, signifying the start of the season, and they thrive in sandy, coastal areas by the ocean, such as the beaches by Numazu. Since Chika and Riko have so many important beach scenes in the Sunshine anime and movie, this seemed like a great symbol for them, and I want to thank my friend Rain for finding it for me. I decided to combine those two words into one, Korameyu. For their logo, I include both of their image colors blending into their unit color in the middle. I used a heart font to symbolize the close relationship that Chika and Riko have. I also included two lilies, one in orange and one in pink, as a nod to the Hameyu flower itself. And while for the most part I see this duo as being very equal, Chika is technically the unit leader. This concludes my introduction of my last ever Aqua fan subunit. But as always, it's not the end. Over the next 2 days, I will be posting 2 mixes to fully introduce my new subunit. The first mix will be the full Mattete Ai no Uta mix that you heard a little preview of here, and then the second one will be a Korameyu group center mix. I'll keep the song a surprise for that one for now, but rest assured you'll definitely see lots of Korameyu in the future. Let me know what you thought of my choices in a comment. Thanks for watching!